Have you ever looked at a world map and wondered why countries are shaped so strangely? Why is Chile so long and skinny? Why does Italy look like a boot? The shapes of countries are fascinating stories written on the land, tales of mountains, rivers, wars, and politics. Today, we're going on a journey to decode these shapes and uncover the secrets behind the world's most peculiar borders. From natural barriers to colonial legacies, get ready to see the world map in a whole new way. The Danube, Rhine, and Mekong rivers have shaped national boundaries in Europe and Asia for thousands of years. But rivers can be tricky. They can change course over time, leading to border disputes. Imagine waking up one day to find your property is now in another country because the river decided to carve a new path. Lakes and oceans are the ultimate natural boundaries. Being an island nation, like Japan, the UK, or Madagascar, creates a very clear and defensible border. This isolation often fosters a unique national identity. Indonesia and the Philippines are great examples of archipelagic states, their territory defined by thousands of islands scattered across the sea. So, when you see a country's border hugging a mountain range, following a winding river, or tracing a coastline, you're seeing the powerful hand of geography at work. Many of the world's straightest and most artificial-looking borders are a direct result of colonialism. They paid little attention to the existing ethnic, linguistic, or cultural groups on the ground. These new colonial boundaries, drawn with rulers for convenience, cut straight through tribal lands and communities. This is why you see so many countries in Africa, in the Middle East, with geometric, ruler-straight borders. The border between Egypt and Sudan is a perfect example, just a straight line cutting across the desert. The aftermath of wars is another huge factor. Borders are often the spoils of war, redrawn at the peace table to reflect the new balance of power. After World War I, the Austro-Hungarian and Ottoman empires crumbled, and new countries like Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia were carved out of their former territories. After World War II, Germany was divided, creating East and West Germany, a division that shaped European politics for half a century. The border between North and South Korea is another stark reminder of conflict. The Korean Demilitarized Zone, or DMZ, is a heavily fortified line established after the Korean War. It's not a natural boundary, but a military one, a scar on the landscape left by human conflict. Sometimes, borders are created through peaceful agreements and treaties. The most famous example for Americans is the Louisiana Purchase in 1803, when the United States bought a massive territory from France, instantly doubling the size of the country and shaping its westward expansion. Alaska was purchased from Russia in 1867. After World War I, several regions in Europe held votes to determine their national fate. This process of self-determination allows local populations to have a say in their own borders, though it's not always a simple or conflict-free process. Now let's look at some of the really weird shapes. Have you ever seen the Gambia? It's a tiny, slender country in West Africa that's completely surrounded by Senegal, except for a tiny coastline. Its shape is the direct result of British colonial interests. They wanted control of the Gambia River for trade, so they claimed the land on both sides of the river as far as their gunboats could travel. The result is a country that's basically just a river and its banks. Then there's the Panhandle, those long, thin strips of land that jut out from a country. The Caprivi Strip in Namibia is a classic example. Germany, which controlled Namibia at the time, negotiated for this piece of land to get access to the Zambezi River. It's a bizarre-looking extension. It was purely a product of colonial strategic goals. Rising sea levels could literally wipe some low-lying island nations off the map, completely erasing their shape and existence. The melting of Arctic ice is opening up new sea lanes. Don't just see lines, see stories. See the mountains that kept empires apart and the rivers that brought traders together. See the peaceful purchases and the hard-won independence. Every curve, every corner, every strange little panhandle has a reason for being there. The shape of a country is its autobiography, written by the forces of nature and the ambitions of humanity. Understanding these shapes gives us a deeper understanding of our world, its history, and the complex, ongoing story of how we organize ourselves on this planet. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey across the world map interesting, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more explorations into the fascinating details of our world. Let us know in the comments which country's shape you find the most interesting. See you next time.